I'm your host, Inna Horvath, a learning strategist at ELI, and today's episode, AI in the Banking Sphere Mission Possible, explores how AI is reshaping L&D in the banking industry. We are thrilled to have today Hanna Danylenko, a head of L&D at Raiffeisen Bank Ukraine, joining us. Hanna is a trainer with deep expertise in sales training and building client relationships. She has led over 250 training events and mentors emerging trainers and managers. We'll dive into AI integration, innovations department in L&D, and why AI adoption in learning is more crucial than ever. So stay tuned for that. Hi, Anna. It's so wonderful to see you here today.
Hi, nice to hear and see you. I'm a little nervous, but I'm still happy to be here, and thank you for invitation.
Yeah, of course. I'm thrilled to hear your expertise on AI, and we have so many fascinating topics to discuss, but we always start from rapid fire questions. So this is the same set of questions that we ask each and every guest of ours and summarize the replies by the end of the season. Are you ready to start with that?
Yes, we can start.
Okay. So first things first, what book or a resource can you recommend on L&D or educational topic?
I will be honest with you. Unfortunately, I'm not a person who reads a lot. Not because I don't like it, but because unfortunately I just don't have enough time for it. I'm still hacking this time management system. But still, I will recommend 2 books and 2 resources. Netflix and the Culture on Innovation by Reed Hastings and Erin Meyer. I guess, yes, it's correct. And 5 Dysfunctions of a Team by Patrick Lencioni. And if we talk about resources, the best recommendation is the L&D Academy and L&D Community YouTube channels. The last one is more suitable for the Ukrainian-speaking audience, but still, if necessary, I can share the links after our podcast.
Sure, and we will actually attach the QR code here, so you can just follow the resources that Anna mentioned. Next, who do you recommend to follow and invite to this podcast from L&D experts?
This will be the experts from the YouTube channels I have mentioned. Vyacheslav Rudnitsky, who together with his colleagues started the first community in Ukraine dedicated to the development of the learning and development in technology companies. And second of all, Irina Ketkin. I guess she is a learning and development consultant. If you are just starting your career as a learning and development manager, or you just need some support, you should definitely follow her channel.
Sounds great. Could you share a memorable failure or a setback in your L&D journey, and how did you overcome it?
I think the best thing to do is not to share the story, because there are really many of them, honestly, from the lack of preparation for the training to the budget problem. The best thing is to realize your position on mistakes. For example, something happened, estimate the level of loss, identify what or where can or cannot you control, make conclusion and move on. Just move on.
Absolutely, yes. That's a really great reflection. What question must be asked on a job interview for L&D specialists?
It's a very great question. I think the nice question would be, how do you support your level of knowledge and how do you develop? Because in this area, this is important to be in the trend, because as practice proves, your client can always know more than you do. So you need to be in touch with the trends.
Yeah, that's a great one. Okay, and lastly, if you had to give just one piece of advice for someone who is starting their career in L&D, what would that be?
I have some advice, and I think this advice is not only for beginner in learning and development. I heard it from my mentor. Don't fall in love with your idea, with your solution. Flirt with them. fall in love with your client's problem and make innovation happen.
I love this metaphor, and just the way it's constructed, it's really beautiful. So thank you for that. We are coming to the main topics of our discussion. And well, truth be told, of course, we've had communication beforehand. And when we were talking with you the first time, I mentioned AI, and you said AI, that's daily basis for us. That's not something uncommon. And
Yes.
which really hooked me a lot, because you work in one of the biggest banks in the world. And when it comes to organizations like yours, the security measures are something which is, well, sometimes hard to overcome. For instance, I've talked to some of my colleagues, and not to mention the company, but overall, they said that they need roughly 2-3 years just to build policies, understand what they are going to do with AI and how they're going to do it. So, and you just mentioned so calmly that that's daily basis for our L&D. So I'm curious, just from the beginning, to if you could share some examples of how top security organizations such as yours successfully adopted AI.
Yes, of course I can. And I think I can mention 3 types of organization: government organization, financial institutes, and defense company. Each of them today uses artificial intelligence. For example, cybersecurity use AI to automatically identify and analyze cyber risks in real time. Banks, for example, like us, use AI to check transaction for possible fraud. AI models can quickly identify unusual transaction that may be the result of fraud. Defense and national security also, AI helps to handle massive data collection, providing faster and more reliable data analysis for decision making. But today we're talking about the learning and development in the bank, and here we are also successful. For example, we cannot openly use GPT chat, which is used by everyone. So we created our own GPT chat, which meets all the necessary rules and regulation. We have an LMS platform that integrates artificial intelligence in the form of the assistance that helps with your studies. We have an internal community for the development of artificial intelligence. We regularly engage various different experts who are ready to share their expertise. But to be honest, all these does not come for free and simple, unfortunately.
That's what I would love to cover more. So if you could tell a bit about the challenges that you faced while implementing these bits and pieces of AI. I imagine that now you speak freely about them, but I imagine that it was a road to come to this point, right?
Yes, yeah. We have a lot of challenges: data security, transparency, integration with the existing system in our bank, and also ethical and legal aspects. I will try to give some examples and how to deal with them. For example, protecting sensitive data when you or we use an AI. Like a solution can be use of data encryption and strict access control policies, like we do. Implementing AI into existing system can be a complex and also costly process. Like a solution, for example, can be used hybrid approach where AI is slowly integrate with the existing system and conduct pilot project to evaluate effectiveness before rolling out on a large scale. Compliance with the ethical and legal requirements when you're using AI. Like a solution also can be developing clear ethical principles and policies for the users of AI, as well as compliance with the regulation through ongoing monitoring. But I think in the end, early identifying challenges and developing a clear plan for their solution. I think using an integrated approach will help to achieve success in AI implementation, definitely.
Definitely. So in the end, at the end of the day, it's possible to find a solution for security problems. And truth be told, we are at Eli platform, so this is an AI video generation company. So we do have clients, for instance, from insurance. They also have highly sensitive data, and they are they have a lot of limitations. So what they do, for instance, they stop or they refuse or they close for their employees some of the part of the tool which uses ChatGPT, for example. But thing is that it's possible to use AI just and find a way to overcome the setbacks that naturally organizations with high standards of security have, right?
Yeah, I agree with you. It's definitely possible. Yeah.
Okay, so what also shocked me a little bit when you mentioned about innovations department. So you said that you've got your own innovations department within L&D. Is that right?
Uh, Not exactly, not our own innovation department, but speaking specifically about the Ukrainian office, the innovation department is definitely new for us. The practice started in our financial group, and now we have a great opportunity to join it, to join to this department, innovation department. In short, this is a center that brings together different experts, our employee from across the bank. Each of the participants has a specific expertise and they definitely ready to share this expertise. For example, agile, design thinking, and definitely artificial intelligence.
Sounds really interesting. And also, we now found out that for a podcast host, I'm not a very good listener because I had an idea that you've got your own innovations department. But in general, would you say that such departments could contribute to overall success of L&D programs? And in what way have you felt this influence?
Oh, yeah, okay. For example, in our bank has many different offices in many countries, not just in Ukraine. And the most important things for us is to be on the same page, to share our expertise with each other, and sometimes to have some, let's say, so power to be the first and set the tone of the overall development. This is how we work closely with the innovation department, sharing new ideas, trends, and training for our employee. I think I can say that each country, each office can have their own innovation department in their office, in their country. We can organize collaborative trainings program and involve everyone in this information. For example, as today, we already have 2 successful projects.
Okay, sounds great. What role does AI play in enhancing the quality and efficiency of L&D programs? I know that you can't share examples, but if you can just give an outline.
I think I can share about the AI. I am already mentioned. It's our own chat GPT. And for example, we have I think I can share one of this project, which we started with the innovation department, for example. They called AI Pioneers Community. This is a group of employees who have some expertise in artificial intelligence, and they are ready to test the new tools and, most importantly, implement this change. This is most important for our bank. For example, one of these change, which we have now in these days, is the adaptation and implementation of Copilot in our bank. So yeah.
That's really interesting. And you see so many emerging tools on.
We try to react on the feedback of our customers. For example, first of all, it was ChatGPT, because we trying to implement these huge tools for our bank. So yeah, we unfortunately we have some issues, so we create by our own ChatGPT. And today we're trying to do the same situation with the Copilot.
So it's also not directly like purchased from from a provider, but partially developed by your bank, right?
Yes, yeah.
Wow, really interesting. So moving on let's talk a little bit more about AI. And I'd love to ask you this question because, well, when we were talking about the AI implementation in general, you mentioned that, well, it's not that we have choice. If we don't do it now, then we'll be late. And this is a very competitive industry. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic. Why is it crucial for organizations, not just in banking, but overall, to adopt rather now than later?
Personalized, I'm so sorry, AI-based program. High training cost, for example. Using outdated training methods may require more resources and time to prepare and deliver training programs. Lack of automation and process optimization can lead to inefficient use of resources. For example, I think this is the main reasons for learning and development sphere. And we definitely need to start it to implement AI tools now in our sphere.
What trends do you foresee in the intersection of AI and L&D in particular?
Okay, I will try to answer on this question. I think we can expect, expect some several trends at the crossbar of artificial intelligence and learning and development sphere. And I think some of them, yeah, I already mentioned, but still, it's a customized learning plans. AI will be even more effective in analyzing data about each learning, creating individualization learning plans that take into account their needs, learning style, and speed of learning. Also, I think it's about dynamic content adaptation. Learning platform will be able to adapt the content and difficulty of task in real time according to the learning progress, providing the optimal level of challenge. And I think the most important for learning and development, this is feedback. You can receive some feedback using the AI to automatically provide feedback and correct mistakes during learning. And also, I remember about the one of them. I heard this is from my these thoughts, or even let's say so this trend from my colleagues. This is about virtual tutors, the use of virtual mentors, of tutors who can provide personalized advice and mentoring based on the analysis of student progress data.
That has totally blown my mind. And actually, since we are here, Eli has an option to do so as well. So last but not the least, is there any advice that you'd like to share or anything else that you'd like to mention about your experience or how to support those who are on the way to adopting AI in L&D?
I think I will use the previously recommendation from my mentor, just make innovation happen. It's very powerful. It's very useful using the AI tools. They can give you many I don't know, many effective process concept or even product, you just need to start. Don't be scared, just use.
Absolutely, totally agree. So that sounds like a wonderful summarization of our episode, and that's a wrap on it, actually. Thanks to Hanna and Danylenko for sharing your invaluable insights on AI in banking sphere mission possible. Now we know how. You enjoyed our discussion. Don't forget to subscribe for more. Share your thoughts with us on social media and keep innovating until the next time.